So it is my pleasure to introduce our final presenter of our 2021 virtual fall meetings, and that is Carl-Edwin Michel, the founder and CEO of Northern Arena, who's going to be speaking to us today about the world of esports. Carl-Edwin is a tech and video game enthusiast. As I mentioned, he's the founder and CEO of Northern Arena, one of Canada's biggest esports tournament organizers, and TV and interactive production company, Northern Arena Productions. He's also the owner of Mirage Esports and the creator and executive producer of the Canadian Game Awards. We've gotten to know Carl a little bit over the last several months with Baseball Canada here, with the development of our first Baseball Canada eNational Championships, where the inaugural Baseball Canada eNational champion will be determined this weekend on November 14th. So Carl, welcome. We look forward to learning from you this evening. And the floor, or the screen, as I should say, is yours.
There you go. Well, thanks for having me, Adam. Last but not least, we'll talk about video game, and it's going to be a fun time. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today. So I'm gonna go and share my presentation, if I can find it. There you go. I'm just gonna go and present here, and hopefully I can see it in, yes, I can see it here. I'm gonna share it and then go full screen. So I hope you can see this presentation. Let me know if you can see it. But I want to start by saying that obviously we'll talk about video game, we'll talk about esports, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to make this also interactive. So I'll ask you guys some questions in the chat. So I want you to interact with me. I have my phone here so I can see the chat, so I'll be able to follow along. Now, before we start, I just want to start by playing a video, and I'm going to play this video. You let me know if it's butter smooth. If it's not, we have another way to play them later on, because I have two videos today to show you. The first video is just to give you an idea of how people perceive, and maybe how do you perceive esports and video game? You know, you'll see in the video, you'll see a lot of celebrities, well, you hear a lot of celebrities like Whoopi Goldberg and others that are talking about how, like, what is this esports thing? And at the same time, you see a lot of great images of esports tournaments. So I just wanted to start with that, and we'll be back.
I can't understand people watching somebody play a computer game. It's still not a sport. It shouldn't be on a sports network. But I don't know if athlete is the right word.
All right. So I hope you've seen this, and it was not too choppy. So esports, you know, you've seen this video. A lot of people are asking them questions. What is this whole thing is all about, and why people are playing video game and getting paid to play video game. So that's my first part, my first interaction with you in the chat. I want you to tell me, and I'm watching, have you heard of esports before? Is it something new for you? Is it something that you're familiar with? So please put some yeses or nos in the chat if you can, just so I can have a sense of the chat, and sense of the audience, and see if you've heard of it. Oh, this is amazing! It's growing. It's going. That's good. Yes, yes, yes. I see a lot of yes. That's awesome. So I'm talking to an audience that have heard of it, or at least have. Oh, there's a few no. There's a few no, but familiar with overactive media. This is great. That's awesome. You know, a lot of people, when they hear about esports, or people talk to them about people playing video game, the first thing that they see is this. They see a guy in his basement playing video game, eating chips, drinking energy drinks. And that's kind of like the cliche that we usually see or hear when people talk about video game. But obviously, it has changed a lot. Esports is a growing industry, growing space. It's going really, really fast. In the chat earlier, I saw Overactive Media. That's one Canadian company. We're one of them. We're actually started a little bit before Overactive Media, and we'll talk about that later on. But companies like that are great, and they're showing the great potential in esports. Back in the days, we were there in the basement of our parents. I remember my father bringing those big towers and big TVs, big screens, so we can play LAN parties together with friends, and it was quite cool back then. But now we're here. Now we're filling arenas, we're filling stadiums. There's a lot of buzz around esports and game in general. So that's really cool. Esports has emerged as a $1 billion global industry, and it's going to be multi-billion-dollar industry in the next few years. Obviously, it's a small amount if you know the gaming industry. The gaming industry itself, video game as a whole, is a $30+ billion industry. So esports is just a fraction of it, but it's growing pretty fast. So that's really interesting to see the growth of it. I want to talk about the industry in Canada, how the industry is growing. So 23 million gamers right now in Canada playing video game. Obviously different platforms. So you see 41% on mobile, 31% on PC, and 25% on console. What is really interesting here in those numbers is, and those are fairly new numbers that came from the Software Association of Canada. 50-50%, like we hit the parity when it comes to women and men playing video game. And this is great because even a few years back it was not there, right? So more and more people are playing video games, and more women and men are playing video games, which is really cool. 34 years old is the actual average of the age of a gamer playing video game. So again, interaction. I want to keep you interact with me. Are you playing games? And if you're playing games, what are you playing? And what platform particularly you're playing? Are you playing on your console? Are you playing PC? Are you playing mobile? Or are you not playing at all? I want to know. Put that in the chat. And I know that maybe some of you are playing a lot of mobile games. I see you, the Candy Crush people, spending that money on Candy Crush. But yeah, I want to know what you guys are playing. And I see some cool thing here. Nintendo Switch, that's really cool. Yes, that's a good answer. We love MLB The Show. That's awesome. We'll talk about that later on. PC, Switch, mobile. So that's really cool. So a lot of people are playing video game, and it's not just a niche thing anymore. It's really interactive. A lot more people are playing from different ages. So I want to talk about viewership, because viewership is really important, and you'll be flabbergasted about these numbers. So Stanley Cup, as you know, hockey is pretty popular in Canada here, so as baseball, but you'll see the numbers. 5 million people watch the Stanley Cup final here in Canada. So it's a big number. It's a pretty big number. World Series, obviously baseball is way more popular. 13.8 million people watch the World Series. And those numbers, by the way, those are 2019 numbers. NBA Final, 15 million, 25 million for the Masters, that's golf. And then look at the number on top, before the Super Bowl, 60 million, that's esports. And that particular event was the CSGO League of Legends, major in Atlanta in 2017. And that's just for CSGO. League of Legends is way more popular. So the viewership in esports is growing exponentially, and it's pretty interesting to see. So here again, some more numbers for you to check. Now, why there's so many people watching? Why is it so that people are watching esports so much? Well, it's because of platforms like Twitch and YouTube. So a lot of people are using these platforms to watch people compete or people playing games, and it's around the world. And that's the thing. You have people in Asia, in Africa, in Europe, obviously in North America, watching millions and millions of gamers competing or just playing for fun. On Twitch alone, you have more than 50 million daily active users. So that's people that are broadcasting their game on Twitch. So that's a pretty big number, and that's just on Twitch. Imagine on YouTube and other platforms that exist. So it's just to show you how it's growing really fast. Now, for us at Northern Arena, and we've been around for a few years now. 2015, that's when I announced the creation of Northern Arena at the Canadian Video Game Awards back then, and we've been working on many aspects of the esports space. So we are content. We do content. We do league. We produce esports tournaments, and we produce TV shows. So just to give you a little bit more information about what we do, the first thing that we started with was during tournaments. So we're Canada Premier Esports Tournament Organizer. We've been there for a long time. We've worked with many publishers. We helped launch Ubisoft Rainbow Six League, for example. We've worked with Riot. We've worked with so many of them. Overall, 60 million combined views on all of our top tournament. This number 800K is we have more than that. We're over $1 million in prize money that we distribute to gamers on all these multiple tournaments. And our top tournament was 22 million. That was back in the days, though. That was 2016 at the Bell Center in Montreal. We did a big Dota 2 tournament that was massive and hit the 22 million viewership. Content. So we also do content. So we produce 4 TV shows right now. We work with the Jinx Esports TV Canada or Super Channel, if you know them better under that name. And we also sold one of our shows that you see here, the Image Squad, to Sony Pictures and Television. So it is broadcast in 15 countries in Europe. So a lot of fun there. We produce a lot of cool content. And by the way, if you have time, go check on YouTube a channel called The Leaderboard. And The Leaderboard is a channel that we produce. We create content for that channel. It's not necessarily about esports. It's mostly traditional video game. But we have 1.4 million subscribers on this channel, watching all the cool content that we do on that side. So that's on the content side. And then the last baby is Mirage. And that's, I remember someone put the overactive media here. That's kind of like where, on the same level, not the same level because they are pushing the boundaries really, really high on the team aspect of things. For us, it's pretty new. But we have a team that compete in the North American League of Rainbow Six in Las Vegas. So we have a house in Las Vegas. The players live there, and they compete at the Luxor Hotel, the Pyramid, there on the Strip. So that's pretty fun. And then on top of that, we do Rocket League and other games, and we're soon to announce something really cool in League of Legends. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to announce that early next year. Before I talk about baseball and the opportunity of baseball and esports, I wanted to show you a demo reel. It's 2 minutes. It's just going to show you more about us, what we do, and I hope the video is good. So take a look. So as you may know, we had our first Northern Arena event this weekend.
It was exciting to come here and be at the tournament. One of the first big tournaments we've ever been to in Canada. Thanks to Northern Arena.
There's a lot more to come. Introducing Northern Arena. Oh my goodness!
for everything gaming. We are about to go to the 6th Invitational. Welcome to a new podcast.
Let's get into the game. Are you ready for a rematch of the century? 3 seconds remaining. He's got to get it on it. Oh, they score! Are you kidding me?
Welcome to the world of FORTNITE.
You've got to perform at your highest caliber of competition.
Rocket League honestly is about community. Since the very beginning, he's the prolific coach. The world champion himself. Oh, here it goes.
Put your knee on it. Put your breakdown on it. Yeah.
Welcome back to Northern Arena's Mortal Kombat Clash. Places like this, and with big crowds especially, it's awesome for everyone. That's it! The Seattle Entourage are your Northern Arena EA NHL 20 Cup champions. Stewie's incredible. Squishy's like, I'm not done. This one's for the fans. Boom! Mercedes manages to do it for United.
You have sore forearms. I'm assuming from gaming too much.
And he gets the headshot. It's the ace. Oh my! Unbelievable!
There you go. So 5 years, it's our 5th year anniversary in 2021. We're super stoked about that, super happy about that. So as you could see, we've done a lot of things in the esports world, and we're super proud about this. But now let's talk about sports esports, because it is growing, and it is growing really fast. So obviously we've been working with multiple entities. We work with Canada Soccer, for example, with FIFA. We work with the Canadian Premier League. We recently, as you've seen in the video, worked with the NHL and NHL teams to produce esports tournament for NHL the game. And we're happy to be working with Baseball Canada to bring the eNational Championship. And we're super stoked about that, because we feel that baseball is, especially baseball, the video game, is so popular, and the fact that it's a little thing, but it makes a big difference. This game is cross-platform, so it makes a big difference. Anybody from PC to PlayStation to Xbox, they can all play together, and that's really cool. So we're super stoked about that, and that's why we are excited to be working with Baseball Canada on this. So again, interaction. I want you to, talk to me and tell me what you guys think. Do you play MLB The Show? I've seen earlier there was someone that said that they were we love MLB The Show on console. This is great. Now, who else? Have you tried the game? Can you tell me if you've tried the game? I'm watching the chat right now. Have you tried the game, or is it something new for you, or you had never heard of the game? So would love to hear about that. But in the meantime, I want to talk about esports at the Olympics. There's been a lot of discussion about esports at the Olympics, and what is super important is the CIO did mention that if they bring esports to the Olympics, and there's a little bit of there's a few tests going on right now at Tokyo, the Tokyo Game Show. There was a few games. They want to make sure that the games that they're bringing, the esports that they're bringing, are attached or not attached, but they promote a physical sport. They promote going outdoor and practice sports, and that's why we feel that yes, they're bringing FIFA. They announced FIFA and a few other games, but we're pretty confident that MLB The Show will be one of them. So it is the right time to get into to MLB The Show. I know that earlier Dirk was talking about how do you create great initiatives and events. One aspect that I would add in his list, I would say add an esports tournament. Add that aspect where you attract the younger crowd to play the game. And the beauty about that is, they get more excited about baseball. they talk more about it. They get to know the players better, the strategy, all that stuff. So playing the video game is actually a good thing to help them be excited to play the real thing. So I think that's going to be a great promotion. It's a great promotion tool for the sport itself. My last slide before we get into questions, I want to invite you to watch November 14 this weekend at 12 p.m. EDT. We have the finals of the eNational championships. We're looking forward to see you and watch. It's going to be on Twitch TV/Northern Arena. Come and see us. Come and see the great, because we have professional commentators that are going to commentate the games. You'll see it's like watching an actual baseball match, and it's super entertaining. The game is so realistic. It's like you're watching a real game. So come and see us November 14, and hopefully we can see you there. So that's it for me. I hope you had a great evening. I've been there for the past 2 days. There were great speakers, and I'm glad that I had the chance to be invited to talk to you guys about esports and video games.
Yeah, thank you so much, Carl. I mean, we've had the chance to work together over the past few months, and it's amazing to see that it's finally all going to be coming together this weekend and Sunday, as you mentioned, at noon. And it is a new world for us. I think it's probably a new world for a lot of the folks who are watching tonight. So I think the best thing to do is to watch, right, and see what it's all about. And Baseball Canada, through working with you, I think have provided that platform, that space for people to come and check it out and see the power of esports and a world that's really, really growing. And I noticed Dirk in the chat said, "Love the idea." So Carl, you might have Dirk reaching out to you, not in the future to check it out. So another question: can you share the place to watch it this weekend? It is on Twitch. We are going to be all over it in terms of our social channels. So encourage everyone that's still tuning in to follow Baseball Canada on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're going to have all the information, as well as Northern Arena. So Carl, if you just want to share your channels as well, just verbally, and we'll be sure to pass on that information as well on social.
Yeah, it's easy. It's at Northern Arena everywhere on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just type Northern Arena, northernarena.ca, our website. You'll be able to see everything we do. And for me, myself personally, you can reach out at Carl-Edwin. So Carl, CARLEDWIN. You can always reach out, ask me some questions, and hopefully we see you on the virtual diamond.
And just, Carl, if you could just take another moment just to like what can people expect when they're tuning in this Sunday to watch the Baseball Canada Esports National Champion be determined?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, actually. So we have great commentators that comes from the esports world that love baseball and love MLB The Show. So we'll give you a really good, first of all, tournament. So it's going to be the best players of each provinces. So we had preliminary matches and tournaments. So people qualified prior for this, and we have the finalists. We have 8 players from different provinces, different region that are going to battle it out and win. The prizes are pretty amazing, actually. We have a base bat, golden bat, and a cap too. So sorry, an helmet, a golden helmet. So that's going to be super cool. So I'm jealous. I would love to have that. But it's going to be super cool. So we want to obviously give you guys a show just to show you how it is. Like everybody, we love baseball, but it's about how we can experience this sports on the virtual pitch and being able to appreciate the talent of those players that are pretty good in the game. So it's going to be exciting.
Awesome. Carl, thanks so much for joining us tonight. You know, like I said before, it is a new world for many of us, and I think the best thing for everyone to do is to check it out a little bit on Sunday. I know I certainly will be, and along with my other colleagues with Baseball Canada. So really appreciate your time tonight. Congratulations on what you've built so far, and certainly a lot to look forward to in the esports world. So thanks again, Carl.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Adams, and thanks for everyone. Have a great evening.